guys, in today's video I'm going to teach you how to make these small bees which you can use to put a keychain on. And also this same pattern can be used to make a larger bee if you use the plushier type of yarn and a different hook size. So let's get into making your very own bee. Okay guys, to get started you're going to need a hook. I'm using a 3.5. You're going to need something to count the rows with, a yarn cutter, a stitch marker, a needle, and I also like to use a threader. You're going to need some safety eyes, and then eventually when your bee is all complete you're going to want some keychains. Doesn't matter which ones you end up getting, just as long as you can attach them, and I like using needle nose pliers to help get them onto the bee. You're also going to need yarn, of course. You're going to need yellow, black, and some white for the wings. So let's get started. You're going to start with yellow. You're going to go ahead and do a magic ring. I taught you how to do this in a previous video if you want to go check it out. First step is to do 6 single crochet in the magic circle. Go ahead and pull your string tight. That's row number 1. Row number 2, you're going to increase in every stitch around. So 2 single crochets in every stitch. That's row number 2. Row number 3, you're going to put 1 single crochet in the next stitch and an increase in the following stitch. You would have put 3 stitches on. Again, repeat the pattern. That's 1 single crochet and then an increase in the next stitch. Once you have some stitches on there, I like to go ahead and take my stitch marker and count back however many stitches you did in this round. For me, I did 6. And you want to continue this pattern around. Now, on that last stitch, you want to go in and pull up a loop just like a normal single crochet, but don't finish. The next step is to go and do the black. So the next round is black, so you're going to want to finish it with the black. You can go ahead and pull the strings tight. And this would have finished row 3. Row 4 through 5, you just single crochet around in the black color. And then when you get to that last stitch, you're going to do the exact same thing we did when we swapped to the black. Leave just 2 loops on your hook. Grab the yellow yarn, it should still be attached, and go ahead and pull that through the last bit. And that completes row 5. You do the exact same thing for the next 2 rows. For rows 6 and 7, you go around with yellow. you get to that last stitch, don't finish off. Go ahead and again pull the black that's still attached and pull that through the last 2 stitches. You can pull that tight. That finishes row 7. Rows 8 and 9 are again exactly the same, but with black. When you get to that last stitch, go ahead and switch over again to the yellow yarn that's attached. Go ahead and pull that through the last 2 stitches. And that completes row 9. Row 10 is again the same. You single crochet just with yellow. I usually put about 3 stitches along, and then I can go ahead and cut the black yarn. And I usually like to just tie it with a random one in there just to make sure it's secure and that it stays inside. You can go ahead and tuck the extra pieces inside. And we'll go ahead and finish off this row. All right, this is usually when I add my safety eyes, so you want to line up the bottom and make sure that the eyes are put on the top. Just like this piece. Alright, that finishes row 10. Row 11, you're going to do 1 single crochet and then a decrease. I like to do the invisible decrease, but it's your choice. And you repeat this pattern around. 1 single crochet and then 1 decrease. That's row 11. All right, before we do the last row, I forgot to mention you're going to need some stuffing. So you're going to want to stuff the piece now before we close it up. All right, when you got enough stuffing in there, the last row you're just going to decrease around. You can finish off. And now you're going to want to weave in that back side. That completes the bee body. Now we're going to make the wings for the back. You can set that aside for now and grab your white. You're going to do 6 single crochet in the magic circle. And then you're going to do 1 round of increase in each stitch. So that's 2 single crochets in every stitch. And then I usually do 1 slip stitch in the next row. You can go ahead and fasten this off. And you're gonna go ahead, I like to weave them in now. You're gonna wanna weave in the magic ring end. I just like taking it around. Just a couple, and then I just snip it off real close to the wing. This is the first one. You're gonna do the exact same thing for the second one. Now we're going to attach the wings to the back of the body. I usually like to do it kind of between the 2 eyes. So I'd say, and you do want to do it in the center yellow. There's your wings. So now all you have to do is attach the keychain portion, and if you so choose, sometimes I usually do some with and some without a smile on them, and you can also do pink cheeks on it if you want to. This one I'm going to go ahead and just leave the way it is. I'm going to attach the keychain portion. Whatever type of keychain you do end up using, make sure you just center it between the 2 wings. And there is your keychain bee. Again, you can use this exact same pattern to make the larger plushie bees as well. Okay guys, we made this adorable bee keychain. If you liked today's video, go ahead and leave a like down below. Comment if there's a different tutorial that you're interested in watching or seeing me make. And don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.